start in child's pose. Knees are wide. Big toes touch, knees wide. Then you want to stretch your hands forward as much as possible. Soften your body onto the floor, feeling that nice stretch. And just rest here for a moment. So today we're just going to usher in relaxation. And then try to see that you can sink your bum more towards the heels. And then rest your head down. If this is too much, you can always support your head like that. And this gives you like a better stretch. And just you finding relaxation here with creating these two fists. And then resting your forehead above the fists like that. And then just stay on child's pose as usual. And then bring your hands into prayer. And then flip your palms up. And then bend the elbows and then bring the prayers behind your back. This helps you melt a little bit deeper. And you can keep doing this for a while. And so that you can walk the elbows forward, and then so that you can stretch and find that deeper sinking of the shoulders. And sinking your bum more to the heels. And stay with these prayer hands. Reach your hands out long in front of you. And then maybe walk the hands to the right side. Stacking the left hand on top of the right. Rooting the hips firmly down on the ground. So you want to set to your restorative or relaxation yoga practice. You're going to just be on the floor most of the time. Feel free to get some pillows to modify as you may need. And just feeling nice stretch. Walk the hands back to center. Maybe walk the hands over to the left and so that you can stack the right hand on top of the left. Feeling this nice opening on the right side of the body as you feel this nice stretch. Just inhaling here and exhaling. With every exhale, you're sinking the bum even more towards the heels. Bring the hands back to center. And stay here for a moment in child's pose. And then shift your weight forward, coming onto tabletop position. So now take your right leg out wide, like that. And then see whether you can lean your hips back, stretching your hands forward. And see how far and deep you can melt the body. Feel this nice stretch. So you can anchor that edge of the foot down, feeling that nice ankle stretch as the hips even reach back deeper. Staying here and breathe. Ooh, feeling that nice stretch of the hips. Deepening into the posture, stretching that leg even more. Come back to tabletop. So, same action. So you take the left leg out wide. And you can always get a pillow to like cushion the knee or something like that, in case it's too much. Now pressing that left edge of the outer foot down, stretch. And then as you stretch your hands forward and let your head rest. Good. And you can take it as far as you can. So you want to feel this nice stretch in the inner thighs and just breathe here. One more breath. Shift your weight forward, coming back to tabletop. Nice. Now from here, I want you to stack some pillows in front of you. And then keep your hips and knees on the same line. And then I want you to slowly crawl your hands forward and come onto puppy dog pose. And then rest your chin first. Or you can do your forehead if it's too much and just rest here. We call this puppy dog posture. Feeling that nice stretch on the shoulders. The hips are up. Keep melting. Slowly, so that you can start finding your way out of the posture. Nice. Then you do some cat and cow stretches just to release that tension on the shoulders. So inhale, open the chest. Exhale, round your spine. Exhale, round your spine. One last inhale. Exhale, round your back. And then walk your hands. See whether you can sit on your heels in that posture. Again, you can always get some cushion, slide it just on your bum, and then so that you can keep a straight spine and just relax here. We call this hero's posture. So hero's pose, you're trying to like rest here for a moment. The pressure of your bum is on the heels, and then just relax here for a moment. And if you want a deeper challenge, you can maybe release and then tuck your toes and then take a toe squat. So you want to feel this stretch as you stretch the toes. So this is going to be a bit intense because we are not used to exercising our toes. So see whether you can stretch the toes here and then keep a straight spine. Roll your shoulders down and just relax here for a moment. Take a deep breath in as your chest opens. Exhale, bow forward. So that you can go down and just release the toes and then massage the tops of your toes. It will feel nice. So you're used to like, we are not used to stretching the toes like this because our toes are always like flat. So it's a very beautiful stretch. Nice. Now from here, we're going to take a supported camel. So come onto your knees. Again, you can cushion your knees with a cushion. And then bring your hands to your bum, like you want to like slide your hands on your back pocket. And then hug your elbows in like that. And then so that you can lift your chest and so that you can drop your head back. So just try to take things a bit easy here. Keep the chest, drop it back. If you want to challenge yourself, with one hand to grab one heel and maybe the other one coming into full camel. Push your hips forward, let your head drop back. Nice. And then tuck your chin, slowly release. Whew. The next posture we are going to do frog pose. Frog pose is more intense, and frog pose is a deep hip opener. So take your knees out as wide as you can. So you want to take your knees out as wide as you can, and you can support your knees on a cushion like that. That's why I brought all these pillows today to practice. So take your knees out as wide as you can, and then open your legs out like frog legs, Charlie Chaplin. So your toes are pointing away from each other. And then maybe press your palms and start shifting your hips back and forth like that. When you shift your hips towards the back, you will feel some very intense stretch on the hip joints there. So stay here, or you can even widen the knees a little bit. Whew. It will feel very intense. And then see whether you can bend your elbows and bring your forearms down like that. So I'm here. Thank you so much. I hope you guys have given me a thumbs up, those of you are doing the practice with me. So you can keep stretching your hands like that. And maybe you can even bring your forehead down and then keep pushing your hips back in frog, like that. So frog pose is a very intense hip opener. And that's very good for your hip flexors. So you can stay here for maybe about 2 minutes. And just keep breathing, sending breath to your hips. Inhale. Exhale. Woo. Nice. Keep those breaths going. And with every exhale, you see how deeper you can get. Try to so that you can melt your chest even more while in frog. And your feet are still going opposite each other like that. And then maybe just stretch your hands forward completely. There. Then keep pushing the hips back just to deepen that stretch. Whew. So feeling that nice strong stretch on your hips. And then gently glide forward out of the posture. Whew. Bringing your belly down on the mat. Nice. Now from here, open your hands out like a T with your chin down on the ground. Lift your right leg up. Take it behind the left and maybe twist and bringing your left cheek down on the mat. Feel that nice twist on your body. And that feels nice on the back. It also feels nice on the belly. And then feel that nice shoulder opening that is going on your side. We come back to center. Now opposite sides. So left leg lifts. Take it behind the right. Find a twist. Now feel the stretch on the right shoulder. And you find a nice deep twist. Feeling that nice stretch. And then you want to open your hands out even more as you deepen into the twist. It's a very beautiful posture, by the way. And you can go as far as you can. Whew. And then slowly roll back to center. Coming up on your belly. And then take Sphinx pose. So Sphinx, you bring your forearms on the floor like that. And then you want to lift your chest up a little bit more. And then you want to relax your shoulders. And then just gaze forward. We call this Sphinx. So stay here for a moment, relaxing the shoulders. Close your eyes here for a moment. And then slowly walk back to center, coming back onto tabletop. And keep my pillows here. Now from here, you're going to take pigeon. Take downward facing dog and then bring your left knee to meet your left wrist, like that. And then slide your back foot back and then adjust this shin to be parallel to the mat. And then so that you can bring your pillows once again and just rest your forearms on the pillows while in pigeon. So the more you stay in pigeon, the deeper you feel this particular stretch. And then you want to keep this back leg lengthened. And then just rest on your pigeon. Otherwise, you can even come and sleep on the pillows like that. Just feeling that nice stretch. It helps you deepen the stretch. So hold here for a moment. Feeling that nice juicy stretch on the hips. And then maybe so that you can stretch the quad. Again, feel free to support the knee. So pull this heel towards the glutes, feeling that nice quad stretch going on while you're in pigeon. Ooh, this will feel a bit intense, but take your time and then square your hips and the shoulders as you open. And then try to bring this heel to touch the right buttock, like that. And then just feel that nice quad stretch. I love this stretch. It's restorative in a sense, but it's also intense without struggling. So I can feel my entire quad stretch. Release that leg nicely. Whew. Then slowly press your palms, come up slowly. Coming back onto tabletop. Maybe take this left leg up. Shake it out like saddle is reclined. So I'm going to take my legs behind me. I'm going to stack these cushions like this. And you can take as many as you want. And then so that you can take both. This is a very intense stretch. There you go. So it's like you're bending both legs. And then you're going to see whether you can rest your forearms down and then just relax on those pillows behind you. Very intense quad stretch. And this may be the last posture we explore today. It's restorative, yes, but it's also very intense. These are postures you need to avoid unless you have proper instructions so that you can prevent yourself from injury. But otherwise, they are very intensive and they are very beautiful in terms of you just trying to get that stretch on the thighs. So relax here for a moment, feeling that nice stretch. Woo. And you can even deepen further so that you can rest your arms behind your head. Like that. Just release. And then slowly find your way back into sitting. Get your back into sitting, slide on one side. Find your way lying on your back. And then cross your legs. So you're going to cross your left knee on top of the right and then grab the ankles. And then you want to draw the knees towards your chest while in this posture. Keep drawing the knees in even deeper. And then switch sides. So you do recline cow face on the other side. So right crosses on top of the left, and then bring your ankles towards your chest. So you want to hug the knees in like that. And then broaden your shoulders on the mat, and then till you can grab your ankles even more as you find that nice intense stretch on your inner thighs. Reclined cow face. So the knees are like almost like creating like the cow nozzle, Kasana. And cross the legs, step your feet on the mat. Nice. And then from here, we are going to do shoulder stands. So reach your legs up to the sky. And you can support your lower back. You can choose to stay on waterfall. Or you can come onto full shoulder stand. And you stand on your shoulders. And then avoid looking from side to side. And just feel that nice stretch as you take shoulder stand. Point your toes up towards the ceiling or the sky. And then work on straightening your spine. So this is one of our inversions. And then see whether you can let the legs glide. This is very intense and very complex, so just take your time and see that you can bring your legs behind your head like that. And you can choose to interlace your fingers behind your back, or you can just like support your lower back like that. Or you can just stretch your hands like that. Then it's like you're walking upside down. These are very deep stretch. And just stay here. So don't turn your head from side to side to protect your neck. And once the weight of the legs shifts, behind the head. You'll be able to so you can get your spine straight like that. And then slowly support your lower back until you can bring yourself down. Bring yourself down like very slowly. Very slowly. Nice. Woo. Hand both knees to your chest. Hand both knees to your chest. And then from here, see whether you can take one last deep breath in. On the exhale, find a spine twist. Drop your knees towards the right. Gaze towards the left. In a twist. Nice. Maybe roll back to center. Take a twist towards the other side. Come back to center one last time. Hand both your knees in. Maybe whether your forehead can reach your knees. And then straighten the legs out in front of you. Find the adjustments you need to make and take Shavasana, the last posture in yoga practice. Just rest here. And then slowly start to bring awareness back into the space. Wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, maybe make circles with your wrists. Hug your knees one last time. Roll back and come into sitting. Sitting cross-legged, feeling that nice hip stretch you just did. Bring your hands to your heart center. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale. As you exhale, you bow forward and say namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for day number 6.